Some horror movies claim to be based on a true story. The Conjuring didn't have to try. In 1971, the Perron family moved into a colonial farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island. What followed were years of darkness, unexplained terror, and a presence that may never have left. Roger and Carolyn Perron bought the 200-acre Arnold estate to raise their 5 daughters. The home dated back to the 1700s. It was beautiful, historic, and isolated. But almost immediately, strange things began to happen. Doors opened on their own, whispering voices, cold spots, and empty rooms. The youngest daughter saw a little boy who vanished into a wall. At first, they thought it was imagination, until the house itself seemed to wake up. The activity turned violent. Carolyn Perron claimed to hear scraping in the walls, smelled rotting flesh, and saw furniture move without warning. The children were pushed, slapped. At night, they heard crying in the darkness, voices that didn't belong to anyone living. One spirit seemed worse than the rest, a woman they came to know as Bathsheba. Bathsheba Sherman had lived on the property in the 1800s. Rumors surrounded her life and her death. Legend says she was a practicing witch who cursed the land after sacrificing her infant child. Though never proven, locals feared her. The Perrons believed Bathsheba's spirit was the force behind their torment. She focused most of her rage on Carolyn. Scratches appeared on her body. Objects flew across rooms. Carolyn began to fade emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Desperate, the family turned to famed paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Lorraine, a clairvoyant, immediately felt a dark presence. She claimed to sense a woman full of hate and something inhuman watching the family. The Warrens attempted a seance. According to the Perrons, it turned violent. Carolyn was lifted from the ground and thrown across the room, her body twisted unnaturally. The family begged the Warrens to stop, and soon after they left. The Perrons remained in the home for nearly a decade. The hauntings never stopped but eventually quieted. They moved out in the early 1980s and never spoke openly about what happened. That is until the movie was made. In 2013, The Conjuring introduced the world to Bathsheba and blurred the line between folklore and fact. Andrea Perron, the eldest daughter, later wrote about the events in her book, House of Darkness, House of Light. To this day, the farmhouse still stands and is believed by many to remain haunted. Tourists, investigators, and thrill seekers visit regularly. Some report shadows, voices, and sudden dread. Was it the trauma of isolation, a cursed soul trapped in time, or something darker that the Warrens couldn't banish? The Perron family knows what they lived through. Whether you believe them or not, something was waiting in that house, and it might still be. Subscribe to Lore, Lies, and Truth for more true paranormal stories and tell us in the comments, would you spend one night inside the real Conjuring house?